That one doesn't.
God, bro, sounds like my X clutch. Let's give it the first pull. You would have told me years ago that I would own an N55, I'd have laughed you off. But regardless, here I am. The N55 E series gets a lot of hate, and I'll admit because I give the N55E a lot of hate. So you're probably asking, why would I get an N55 when I already have an N54, which is right there. The starting cost on this build was $1,000, not including taxes, registration, all that jazz. And I know you're probably asking, how did you get that for $1,000? For starters, salvage title. Second, actually happens to be that the second gear was gone on this, and that was on the second transmission as well. Two. On the third transmission, wanted to do something a little different. I went ahead and put an N54 transmission inside of this thing. The N55 manual transmission is built like glass compared to the N54. The N54 is a lot stronger. But for starters, I'll go ahead and show you how I got it running. It looks clean. Pretty. A little happy face on there.
I know everybody says OEM or nothing, but this is a budget build. Let's see how this does. All right, so what makes this project special is this is the problem piece. This is why this car is so cheap. Second gear, gone. We're gonna go ahead and use the transfer case from the N55 onto this N54 all-wheel drive transmission. Things that are noteworthy about the N54 transmission is that the reverse light sensor plug-in is over here. This is on the N55. It's right up here. So we're gonna extend the wires a little bit. All the other plug-ins are on the N55 transfer case.
So we ran into an issue while putting this together. The shift bracket, considering this is an N54 transmission, wasn't really fitting right. And when we tried the N55 shift bracket, the results were similar. So for our solution, we went ahead and had to make our own little linkage. We couldn't make it attached to this shifter because, as you can see, this is a little too long. There's an ant inside the camera crawling around. Oh, I got it in the video. Oh.
Inside the camera?
Yeah, it's crawling around right here.
Reverse, spins opposite directions.
First.
Same direction.
Second.
Harder to spin, same direction.
Third.
Good.
Fourth.
Good.
Fifth.
Good.
Sixth.
Ah, it's scraping my hand, but it's good.
There it is.
Jeez. Those oil change intervals have not been good. The condition of this engine, my expectations are low.
They are gonna look damn near new. Very little wear. Nice, even, no grooves. Wishful thinking. Look at that. Damn things look new. Bad oil change intervals. Or oil, one of the two. Or a little bit of both.
Oh yeah.
Right at the edge right here. But it's still not bad. I mean, it didn't go through the babbitt, that's just the coating.
Oh jeez. Cylinder 4, man.
Cylinder 4. The further they get away from the oil pump, so from number 1, probably look better than them all. 2 looked really good. 3 was the first one that showed some signs of wear. 4 was a little bit worse. And you got 3 with a little bit more wear. And then you got 4 with twice as much wear as number 3. So we'll see what number 5 looks like here in a second. Cheers. 5 is about the worst. Got quite a bit of wear on the inside. We're down to the copper babbitt. This one actually doesn't look too bad. it felt like it was going to be worse than it was. But with 126,000 miles, I'm still impressed.
The new rub there?
71,500. 69.
What? On number 1 too.
69. 70. 71,000. Hard to believe. With all the hype that everybody's, oh, N55 bearings. This thing has 126,000 miles on it with factory bearings.
Now we can see the end result after the rod bearings. I did paint the engine black, and you're probably wondering why I did that. Well, to be honest, if the engine does leak oil and I can't see it, it's not leaking oil. Alright, let's go ahead and put the clutch on and put this thing back in the car. So fun fact about this X-Clutch. This is a brand new X-Clutch, twin disc, organic. And again, this is a brand new clutch. Fun fact, we also found this on Marketplace for $160.
So this is an N54 transmission, and we're just gonna extend the wire, but to anybody on the forums who say that, oh, well, the drive wire's not gonna connect to the N54 transmission, that's a load of crap.
Now here comes the part where we had to figure out what's going on as we had no crank.
Oh no. Let me grab flashlight and fire extinguisher.
Okay, you got that fire extinguisher handy?
Yeah.
Let me know when. No crank. So many lights on.
Does that make it not crank?
I mean, it should crank now.
Kind of sweet. Give it some spirit. Just one little rev. One big rev.
So everybody, what's wrong with the transmission? Not what's wrong with the transmission, but shifted the gears. First.
No second.
Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth.
I'd be a tranny we bought just doesn't have second gear.
Gee, almost like the original tranny. I think this car is just destined not to have second gear.
Okay.
Sounds good. Is that 4x4 light still on?
Now everything's gone.
Let's see what we got left. Oh, feels so different from my N54.
Because I had
That X-Clutch.
because I had to.
Got that video.
It's finally moving, man. What was that, like 6 months of sitting? Oh, there's no second. Ooh. Feels, it hasn't changed at all. Oh, the brakes. The fan's on. Ah, no second gear. All right, let's go back and fix the second gear real quick. All right. First official time. Let's get the first pull. That was weak. All right, well, it's running. Second gear officially exists on this thing. I'll have to work on it another day. I'm over this thing right now. figure out why it's so slow. Oh god. Yeah, that pedal is not really. I mean, running and driving fine, no codes, but that's definitely not how a stage 2 plus tune should be behaving.
Oh yes, that is a bunch of sunburn. It's been a little warm in this area, what can I say? But went over the car a little bit and found some pretty embarrassing details I forgot to do when putting the engine back in. All right, let's go ahead and see if it'll actually boost now. Oh! Yeah, it's doing pretty good. For how cheap this car was put together, man. It feels good on the wallet. I'm not gonna lie, it was a process to get this thing up and running, but wow, this is a lot of fun. I can see why a lot of people are passionate about these N55s. Now, my plans for this car is that, especially since it's kind of an older platform, it's aged a little bit, it's a lot easier to find parts now for them that are used off of like Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist, things like that, or just part outs in general. And that kind of became the goal when I got the clutch, which was $150, and it's the same exact clutch I put on my N54 that I paid almost $2,000 for. This is the budget build. And if you have any suggestions as to what parts I should be on the lookout for, or if you want to hook me up with some parts, please go ahead and drop a comment in this video or send me a message on Instagram. Be at BuiltInTheRain, all one word. And I do my best to try to reply to comments and my messages on my Instagram as well. And just because of how much footage I'm gonna have to shoot, I have to make this into a series. I don't want to make it into a series, but there's just so much information about this car and a lot of other upgrades that are coming in down the road that I can't just shoot it all at once. I don't want to be that YouTuber guy, but I have to do it like that just for simplicity's sake. Now, if you're new here and you're into modifying cars, and especially BMWs, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be posting out a lot of videos on this N55, my N54, and a lot of other projects I have coming on along down the road. I'll drop some sneak peeks right here as well. With all this being said, thank you for your time. I'm looking forward to reading your comments and making more videos about this car.